we meet again.
Thank you for saving me. People say all kinds of things about witches, but I've always known yours to be an honorable guild.
So you managed to salvage some goods?
Yes, but I await the repair of my wagon. As time passes, my losses grow. Do you need something? I'll let it go half-free.
Aw, he doesn't have to do that. He's such a nice guy. Alright, let's see what he's offering. And look at the goose behind us! I love these animals. And I love all the life happening behind the Witcher. I'm getting excited about all this because I've never really played any game that just looks and feels as real as this one. So let's go ahead and continue.
Let me have a look at your stock.
So we've got a little bit more familiar with the way shops work in here. There's definitely this kind of MMO feel, which I think would, helps Project Red develop this game a lot faster, but I would like kind of a little bit more of an Elder Scrolls approach where we can kind of see the item and rotate it. But again, this is a small studio, so they had to pick the most efficient way of making such an epic game like this and play to their strengths, which I think they did. So not really complaining, just kind of pointing out where they can succeed in the future. So Amateur's Weapon Repair Kit. We should probably get a repair kit. I'm gonna go ahead and let's go ahead and buy just one of those. We have Rabbit Pelt. So lots of crafting components. We have some more cards here. I'm going to be saving my money a little bit just because we are playing in the hardest difficulty mode that The Witcher has to offer. So we might need to save our gold crowns for things of survival, really. Alright, so long.
Take care.
Dude, that bowl haircut. I think I secretly have a, deep, dark desired wish to have a bowl haircut. I know you guys can't see me. I have curly hair, which is kind of cool on its own, except when you're losing a little bit of it. I've definitely started losing a little bit of my hair, and yeah, so let's see what this chest is here. Fishing rod, fishing net. This looks abandoned. I'm gonna go ahead and risk just taking this. So yeah, so I have curly hair, and I started losing a little bit of hair. I don't know how old you guys are. I'm 28. And that feels like pretty young age to start thinning out, but so's the way the cards played out for me. And I think I figured that I'm gonna tell people that I'm not bald. I'm not gonna tell people I'm balding anymore. I'm losing my hair. I'm just gonna tell them there's something interesting happening. I don't really know what's going on back there. Sometimes I lose hair, sometimes it starts coming back, but it's just something interesting happening. I figured that's a really kind of optimistic way of looking at whatever the future has laid out for me. Let's look at a peasant woman washing her clothes here.
The wild hunt in the heavens always heralds war.
Alright, Bliss fruit. Let's take it.
Decent village.
What the hell's going on with this kid here? I'm not sure what he's up to. Not even sure what he's wearing. He looks like a... Yeah, it's a little weird happening with that kid. He might need a role model. He might need a Witcher in his life. And if I can manage to gather more of these ingredients. Oh, that's nice. We have a cow here, and it was kind of just laying there, enjoying the pasture before I interrupted its sleep. I still haven't figured out if I'm supposed to go somewhere to do alchemy, or if I can just do it wherever I am.
What do you want?
Alright, dude, I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of chill right next to you here, pretend I'm using this bench, and let's see if I can figure out how to do alchemy with you guys. So, yeah, I guess alchemy was right there. I didn't notice it before. Let's check it out here. So, blue mutagen can be used to enhance abilities or create mutagen decoctions. Required level 1, alchemy and crafting, so sign intensity increases by 7%. So we have I think this is where we're going to find just a huge depth to this game. It looks like these are different things that I can create. but I don't have all the ingredients. I'm not exactly sure. So that's the ingredient that I need is blue mutagen. So I haven't come across any of those. We do have a few ingredients to create alcohest. Alright, so what does that need? Belize fruit? Yeah, we did just pick up some of those. And an empty bottle. We can either make a cherry cordial or we can make a Nilfgaardian lemon. I don't think I'm ever going to say that name correctly. So we need some empty bottles. To make a bomb, we need some salt and pepper? Saltpeter. Not sure how you say that. I'm going to call that salt. I'm going to call it saltpeter. So inflicts shrapnel damage. So grape shot. Alrighty. So it looks like here we need some calcium. Ecum. Alright, so we're gonna try to find some of these things. Can we just explore with the ingredients that we already have? It doesn't look like it because we did come across some of these things here on our way. So the way it looks like is we should probably just gather as many equipment or as many ingredients as we can. It looks like crafting is the same thing. We have components missing. I don't know. I feel like I'm really being kind of a stickler here, but I like the way that the Elder Scrolls just kind of lets you discover things on your own. I'm not sure if I'm a big fan of just having these pre-generated lists that I already know what they are. Oh, calm down, woman. Holy shit. Alright. I don't think she talks, and I don't think that is because she doesn't like me. I don't think she has a tongue, to be honest. I have a friend who is kind of an expert in this field when it comes to things of a medieval nature, and he was telling me that some of these punishments back in this era, even though this is not historical by any means, was cutting off people's tongues and their hands and branding them, so maybe that's what happened there. Looks like this is a smaller barn area. Can't really go into. And let's just bust into another person's house. Extinguish the flames. Loot. I'm really not going to steal. I think when people play fantasy games, or any kind of game really that's a role-playing game, you have kind of archetypes that you play to. I'm going to play the guy who never backs down from a fight and is always there to help people, kind of prove people that Witchers aren't just this kind of misunderstood warrior class, that we really are kind of heroes. So it might be a little douchey, but and maybe I'll start stealing things a little later if I get pissed off enough at people not helping us, which might definitely happen.
Making me a slingshot. Gonna hunt bears.
Now that's an idea. That's the way we dwindle down the population, trim down the dumb people. Fool's parsley. Let's talk to this soldier.
Nordling?
I guess he doesn't want to talk to us. And I guess she doesn't have her tongue either. So, even though it seemed pretty big, not as much dialogue happening as I thought we would get from the villagers. Let's check out this dog. He just kind of runs away from us.
Gods preserve ye.
Yeah, I was kind of expecting a little bit more conversation from the villagers, but maybe that's in key with the way, who the Witcher is. People don't really want to talk to us, but still. Oh, what the hell? What the fuck is going on in here? What the hell? So we got some torn up rabbits. We got a sacrificial altar here straight out of some Silent Hill bullshit. We got, looks like a carved person's head. I'm assuming this is some sort of pagan place here of worship. So some scary ass bitch here with his mouth open. And yeah, I'm not sure if this is supposed to be some sort of fertility altar or what the hell's going on here. But this, I guess we're gonna be a dick here. I'm gonna go ahead and extinguish these candles. And you know what? I totally forgot about my Witcher senses, so let me go ahead and use those. So it's telling us that we can loot. Yeah, like I said, you know, if I feel like somebody's just a dick or if I don't like them, and you know, when you're cutting up rabbits, I'm kind of an animal person. The Witcher has some hidden things about himself, and so that kind of ticks me off a little bit. So we're gonna go ahead and loot this person. We're gonna selectively be assholes to the people in this world. So dried fruits and nuts, yeah, fuck them. Let's take it. Yeah, let's take it. So we can read the books by opening up our inventory panel. Let's go ahead and see what books look, you know, what the books do look like in this game. So we have our inventory here, and let's see if we can find our books. Here are your currently equipped items. So I guess this is our first time in the inventory menu. So just in case you guys didn't think this was a blind playthrough, here is a verifiable proof. Here are your currently equipped items. And here are the other items currently in your possession. Select the tab to show the items of that type. So, alrighty, so pretty much the way the shop works, here you'll find information about your character statistics. So that's kind of interesting. We don't really have a whole lot of statistics when you think about it. I think I've mentioned to you guys that I do like to play tabletop role-playing games like Dungeons and Dragons and World of Darkness and Pathfinder. I don't know if any of these sound familiar to you guys, or maybe you've played Call of Cthulhu. But those are games that are all about these kind of, you know, statistics and trying to build characters that not only have kind of a personality, but can also be defined with these ability traits and values. So it looks like our silver sword is 152, our steel's 40, armor is pretty low. Our sign intensity is just starting out, so 0%, and our health is a huge number, which kind of reminds me of those old school Final Fantasy games. 1200 critical hit. So let's see if we can find that book. Here it is. Alright, so yeah, again, you know, they kind of did what was efficient for them. You know, we don't have that kind of Elder Scrolls feel of opening up the book and seeing the actual, you know, penmanship on the page. But, you know, I give them a thumbs up. It's here, it's lore, it's enriching the game, enriching our experience. And I'm going to go ahead and leave this on the screen here for just a little bit longer for you guys. So go ahead and pause the video if you want to be able to read through this. But otherwise, we're going to go ahead and continue, and I will probably dig into that a little later. I love lore, but my reading speed is not necessarily the same as yours. And I'm not saying that it's fast. I'm saying that it's probably pretty slow. So let's see here. Any more interesting things to loot from these people? We use our Witcher sense here. And we really can extinguish flames from afar, it seems. Which is, I guess it's a nice ability to have.
I think those plums are wreaking havoc on my gut.
Yeah, I feel like we've gone around the town quite a little bit. I'm not sure. Oh, so some of these locations are indeed locked. So they might have to do with a quest that we'll come across a little later in the game. And I think this is part of the docks. Let's see here. Oh, awesome! I'm digging this dude's clothes here.
Any tidings from Vizima?
I don't know why, but I'm thinking of Just Cause when I'm looking at all this. And I don't know if you guys have heard the recent news, but Just Cause 3 is coming out. And it's another one of these fantastic open world games. It's not a role-playing game. I don't think it has a depth that The Witcher does. There's no crafting or alchemy. But it's just another take. It's a slightly easier game. You can get in jeeps and airplanes, and we're going to definitely play that on this channel. But if you haven't gotten a chance to play Just Cause 2 before Just Cause 3 comes out, please try to get it. I think it was free on Xbox Gold just a few weeks or maybe a few months ago.
Any tidings from Vizay?
So far I haven't had any luck finding anybody that will actually talk to us. So let's take a look at this notice board. Volunteers wanted by order of Captain Peter Sar Gwenilev. Yeah. Let it hereby be known that enlistment in the Imperial Army is now open. Recruits will be provided with room, board, and regular pay. The greatest payment of all is honoring Enfir Var Emrys. Holy shit. Wait, let's try to actually say this name. Enfir Var Emrys Defwin Adanyan Kar Ep Morvud. Yeah, so I challenge you guys, if you could actually say that name correctly, I would love to know what it actually sounds like. So if you could post a reply to this video, yeah, that would just be awesome. That would make my day. So once enlisted, recruits will be trained under the tutelage of the Empire's greatest strategists. Recruits' families will be assured sufficient sustenance. So I think, honestly, if you're looking at this from kind of a role-playing perspective, and I don't know why I just said that, super weird. If you're looking at this from a role-playing perspective, that kind of really makes sense. So actually, let's see what the hell's going on here. There is much interest to be found in the world's dense forests and swamps. Whenever you peruse a notice board, question markers will appear on your mini-map. Oh, okay, well, that is a benefit on its own. So what I was trying to say is, if you're looking at it from a role-playing perspective, it makes sense that your family would be provided for to actually join the army. I mean, that would be my motivation if I was a peasant in this place. So this is White Orchard. Every important location you have discovered will be marked on your world map. To jump into your current objective, press L3. To scroll the map, okay, your current objective is marked with that kind of goldish, very unmistakable icon. Available quests are marked with an exclamation mark. And there's actually 3 in the town. I think I only came across one of them. So let's see if we can zoom out a little bit. Let's see here how this actually kind of works. So we can change the page, but should we be able... Oh, there we go. Oh, wow. Holy cow. Yeah, so this looks like a pretty huge environment. Let's go back to White Orchard. Let's just see just how big it extends. And this looks pretty freaking huge. I'm not exactly sure on kind of a, you know, square fictional mile or kilometer this compares with the Elder Scrolls and things like that. But, yeah, this looks pretty freaking big. And again, if just in case you guys, you know, want a verifiable proof this is a blind Let's Play, you can see that I have no idea how to use this map. So let's try to maybe, yeah, there we go. Place custom marker. Let's go ahead and get this quest right next to us. We're going to do one of these quests before we head over to the garrison, just to see what kind of person we're made out of. So hang on in there, guys, and we'll start it.